In 2003, inside a small Harvard dorm room, a quiet teenager was typing lines of code that would change the world forever. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, but he had an idea to connect people like never before. This is a story of how Mark Zuckerberg, a Harvard hacker in a hoodie, built a $900 billion empire and redefined how the world communicates. Mark was always fascinated by computers. As a kid, he built simple games and tools just for fun. By the time he got into Harvard, he was already known as a coding prodigy. But instead of focusing on classes, he focused on solving a problem. How do we bring people closer through technology? That question led to the birth of a website called Facemash. It went viral overnight and got him in serious trouble. Harvard shut it down, but that failure sparked a bigger idea. In 2004, Mark launched a new platform, a digital directory for Harvard students. He called it the Facebook. Within 24 hours, hundreds signed up. Within a week, thousands. It spread from Harvard to Yale, to Stanford, then to every college across America. The demand was insane. Mark knew this was bigger than he imagined, so he dropped out of Harvard and moved to Silicon Valley. Working out a small rental house, Mark and his small team coded day and night. Facebook wasn't just growing, it was exploding. Soon, angel investor Peter Thiel offered $500,000 in seed funding. More investors followed. Facebook became the hottest startup in the valley, but success brought conflict. Co-founder Eduardo Saverin was pushed out. The Winklevoss twins claimed Mark stole their idea. Lawsuits piled up, but Mark stayed focused. He wasn't building a website. He was building a global network. By 2006, Facebook opened to the public. No more college email needed. Millions of users flooded in. Status updates, friend requests, wall posts. Facebook became part of everyday life. Then came the biggest milestone. In 2012, Facebook went public. Mark, still wearing his hoodie, stood at NASDAQ, pressing the button for one of the biggest IPOs in history. He became one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the world. But money wasn't his goal. Control was. Mark bought Instagram for $1 billion. Then WhatsApp for $19 billion. He was quietly building a digital empire where billions of people were connected under one company. But with great power came scrutiny. Facebook was accused of privacy violations, election interference, and misinformation. Mark was called to testify before Congress. The pressure was massive, but he never stepped back. In 2021, Mark made his boldest move yet. He rebranded Facebook to Meta and shifted focus to building the Metaverse, a virtual world where people can work, play, and live through digital avatars. It was risky, but it showed the world something important. Mark wasn't just reacting. He was still inventing, still dreaming, still coding the future. Today, Meta owns the largest social platforms in the world. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and more. Mark controls a $900 billion empire, all built from a dorm room and a dream. But beyond the money, beyond the apps, his story teaches us something deeper. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need to be popular to change the world. You just need an idea and the courage to build it. Mark Zuckerberg didn't follow the rules. He questioned them. He didn't wait for permission. He built his own path. From Harvard dorms to boardrooms, from code to capital. He created a digital world that billions now live in. This is more than a success story. It's a blueprint, because one idea, one hoodie, one hacker can rewrite history. And that is how Mark Zuckerberg built a $900 billion empire. Subscribe our channel for more real stories. Thanks.